Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
I can believe it. Though I'm afraid if we do not act quickly to erode Logain's support, we may all be seeing a great deal of Fort Draken in the future.
We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hao and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Logain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Logain.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm gonna stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Logain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen, unless they both agreed to it. And I've seen the way Alistair looks at you. Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken. Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it. I am glad to hear it. In the end, it will be up to the Landsmeet to decide, I think. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement? Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your people. I trust I have made my point. That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Banorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
I'm sure he's merely busy.
Perhaps. I'll call at the rectory again tomorrow. May I help you? This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head. Loghain? What does my brother have to do with him? A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this.
The worst of it's cleaned up now. Just watch yourself if you're going in. The alienage is a festering sore full of parasites.
Stay out of our alienage, Shem. Someone's coming.
Get away from me, you crazy knife ear! Is that a joke? Just leave me alone.
Cousin? Welcome home. Come in, come in. Arl Howe led a purge. Vengeance for Vaughn's death, they say. I don't know. After the purge came some sort of pestilence. It's hard to say who was killed by soldiers and who fell to disease.
Is it?
Very well.
Spare a silver for a war veteran? Oh, you're too kind, sir. Andraste's blessings to you. Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, milady, can you spare some coin? Thank you, sir.
You are too good to us.
There she is! Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe. There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir. And poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated.
I, found it.
You aren't a real beggar.
All I heard was there was free coin over here. Fine.
No, they're working magic. They could just be chanting gibberish. It's not as if...
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy? I don't believe it. Maker's breath. They said all the Grey Wardens died with the king. Everyone thought... Valendrian even held a funeral for you. Cousin, you have no idea the things that happened after your wedding. I'm babbling, aren't I? I'm so happy to see you. These people say they're here to help us. Funny thing, the people they help all disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got protections from the plague, and they're fine.
What about your niece, though? And my Uncle Syrian and Valendrian? Where are they? They said he had the plague, but he didn't, cousin. He was healthy as a warhound. And now they've got him and won't let anyone see him.
They're educated men, Shiani. They'd know if he had the plague. And it's not as if Valendrian would make a show of illness, even if he were on his deathbed.
Just be careful.
There is no need to push. We will work our spell for each person in... Viserions, mercy! How long have you been ill, woman? You should have come here days ago.
The rest of you must stay back. Only the sick are permitted inside.
Come with us.
What's this?
We've got another one.
Wait. That's the one the Regent's looking for. One of the Grey Wardens. 5 sovereigns are the one who brings down the Warden.
More enemies! Won the day!
As you say. It shall be done.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here! No, please! Let us out first! Come back!
Are you all right? What was in there? Where is everyone? Let me see that. What does this even mean? They can't be shipping people, can they? Shipping them where? I don't care why. I just want to find everyone who's missing. But how could they take them away? Wouldn't we see them?
Who's there? Stay away! All right, I saw them take everyone. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Maker, the little one's crying.
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be? What? No, you're not. There's no body relieving us until midnight. Quick, get them, hurry!
I shall do it.
I think we work well together.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities. You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here. The humans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals?
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about. More of an arrangement, truth be told. One that disappears the moment angry armed intruders storm my abode. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Guaren upon it.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes? Enough! Enough! It seems your reputation to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you. So, is my offer of interest to you, yes?
My little girl, I didn't think I'd see you again. When they said all the Grey Wardens died at Ostagar, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You're so much like your mother. Let me get a look at you. Maker, don't they feed you, Wardens? You're all skin and bones. No, everything's fine. If it looks a little messy, it's because I had to pull up the floorboards to get this out for you. It belonged to your mother. I think you should have it now. Sit down and eat something. Don't they feed Grey Wardens? You're all bones.
Cousin, you're amazing. Which I shouldn't say to your face because it'll go to your head, but it's true. Are you sticking around for a while? You're staying for dinner, aren't you? You'd better. I'll weasel a bottle of wine from Alarth and we can catch up. I'll hold you to that, cousin.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by. I appreciate your candor. Most stare.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. Maker forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, I have had so many doubts of late. Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it. But I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to. I never thought duty would taste so bitter. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved. Please, show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
It is begun.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
Some of us are curious, Loghain, about precisely what happened at Ostagar.
So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle. Oh, please go on. The Landsmeet longs to hear a proper tactical analysis of Ostagar from an elf. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake?
Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kaelin's death. He was Marik's son, my king. No one regrets his loss more than I do. I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone, it would be my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's justice. Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this, Terran Loghain. Interference in a Templar's sacred duties is an offense against the Maker.
Whatever I have done, I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this Warden has done with my daughter. You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. This Warden has slandered and defamed Ferelden's greatest hero in a bid to put an impostor on Merrick's throne.
Who here can say that Anora is not fit to rule this land? And who can say that this Alistair is? We know nothing of him, save that he may have royal blood. For 5 years, Anora has been queen, and proven herself worthy of the Theron name. She can lead our people through this crisis, and I can lead her armies. My lords and ladies, our land has been threatened before. It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
Western Hills is with you, Loghain. Maker help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I'm with Loghain. Who else could defeat the Blight? Loghain, I'm with you.
This bodes ill for us all.
The Landsmeet has spoken. Following these Grey Wardens has cost us our king. We must not allow it to cost us our country. I charge Eamon, Alistair, and this Warden with treason. Take these traitors outside to await execution.
Hello again, Warden. My father must be stopped. But once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler.
So, I just saw Anora not long ago. Strange story. She gave me the strangest look. Like she was sizing up whether the cow was ready for slaughter. I asked her why. You know what she said? It would be like marrying his twin. I misheard that, right? Tell me I misheard. Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? What about us? I can't turn left without someone telling me something like that today. Ah, why do you think I should do this then? Tell me. Yes, I suppose you're right. The Landsmeet will probably see that too. Go ahead then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right? Something you need?